today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
2nd and 20. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Patriots take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one. Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll run it here. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. This defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get to...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 19 carries, 96 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they? Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Chubb again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So out now come the Cardinals. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Patriots to take over. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And now here's a carry heading left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2nd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one sent away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll give it to Chubb. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's more. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
He'll look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Rondale Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Arizona. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Metcalf. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 21. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The football going back over to Arizona now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Complete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed to head coach